Welcome to part 5 of Time and Season. And there absolutely is a time and season for everything. Let's get on into this footage.
Have been struggling to cope. Psalm 107, 33 and 34. He turns rivers into a...
This is December the 30th, 2022. For my timestamp, it is 5:39. And here we go.
wilderness, and the water springs into dry ground, a fruitful land into barrenness, for the wickedness of those who dwell in it.
Tonight, these striking images from NASA show just how dry the rainy seasons were this year in the Horn of Africa, the 5th year of drought.
Bone-dry conditions causing a hunger crisis.
And this is the result that we showed you last month. Families in northern Kenya searching through sand for little pieces of gold just to eat.
Did you find any gold this week? No gold this week.
Coming close to $1 billion that is needed to really address the needs of children and families there in the midst of this terrible drought.
Tonight, UNICEF...
Hey, Jesse and Kenneth, how about you sell a few of them planes and help feed these starving children? There's a novel idea.
says 20 million children in East Africa now face drought conditions. That's almost doubled in 5 months.
Luke 21, 26 through 28. Men's hearts failing them from fear and the expectation of those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of the heavens will be shaken. Then they will see the...
Hey. Folks, in case you ain't noticed, the famine's cracking wide open. You know that thing I said was coming? Yeah, it was global. It's global famine. Y'all said, no, that can't happen. You see them kids there? Had dirt all over their face. Why do you think that dirt was on their face for? Because when you're hungry enough, you'll eat anything. But if you ain't never been that hungry, you don't know that. If you've been blessed and your stomach's never been empty, you should praise Jesus. Not everyone is blessed that way. And you should certainly be praying for these children. God cares about them, even if you don't. Jesus absolutely cares about them, even if you do not.
Son of Man, coming in a cloud with power and great glory. Now when these things begin to happen, look up and lift up your heads, because your redemption draws near. The sign...
I love that part. Look up, because your redemption draws nigh. Now, I'm going to go out and get the next footage, and I'll be right back. Okay, this is the next footage. Getting ready to start here, and I just want to say, I always try to give proper credit to those whose footage I use. So, oftentimes you'll see down here, I get my, right here in this one side of the camera here, that my finger was just covering. Oftentimes you'll see that. That is the title of their videos. Usually that's where it's found these days. And I also try to put a link in the description box. Now, if I ever don't put a link, it's because I just forgot. But certainly when I remember, I do try to get that put in there. But I get so busy sometimes, and I'm usually doing these things without sleep. So, Methinks someone has come before the time. I'm not going to get into that. But do pay attention to what's going on around you, always on a spiritual level. Be aware of your surroundings always. You don't know what kind of spirits are out there to try to kill, steal, and destroy. So be aware. Let's get into this footage.
Plus,
If the government is willing to lie to you about foundational economic data, how many new jobs will be created? If they'll do that, then what else are they lying about? Or what are they not lying about? Well, here's one thing they have lied about. For decades, like more than 70 years, the truth about those lights you see in the sky. They just started to tell a small part of the truth. The Pentagon was forced to acknowledge that.
Hold it. You assume, Tucker. You assume they're telling the truth. You just said it yourself. What else do they lie to you about? I'm sorry. I thought you were supposed to be a believer in the Lord and in the Bible, Tucker. So I'm going to say to you, you need to read the creation account. There ain't nowhere in there where God talked about creating no alien civilization. And this earth has not been here for billions of years like you all think. There was never any ice age, and there were never any dinosaurs. Y'all need to get that crap out of your mind. There ain't none of that in the creation account. Nope. Sure ain't. The Bible tells what was created in the beginning. In the book of Genesis, the first couple of chapters. Y'all need to go over and read that. No planets, the sun, the moon, the stars, the earth, the heaven. Y'all believe anything out the devil's mouth, but not a word out of God's.
UFOs are in fact real. You're not crazy for knowing that, but they still can't explain them or discuss.
You're not crazy, you're just delusional. You're not crazy because you think that they're real. You're just delusional. God did not create those things. Those are hellions, not aliens. And they've got you deceived.
Us what these might be. Now, we did a Fox Nation documentary called The UFO Files. We spoke to a retired Navy pilot who gave his assessment of what these objects are capable of.
Oh, a retired Navy pilot who gets paid to tell you whatever the government wants him to. They would never lie to you. They're completely honest people. I mean, they're not man. They're not beast. Why would they lie? That is completely sarcasm, in case you don't understand it. You should be very familiar with it, Tucker. You use it all the time.
We got the footage that
It's like your first language, Tucker. Sarcasm.
you see on the Tic Tac video, which is it's about 40 seconds to a minute long, and that's when it darts off.
40 seconds to a minute long. We live in the age of cameras, and they still showing us stuff from like the 50s and 60s. Whew, we live in the age of cameras, and our cameras ain't no better now than they was 50 or 60 years ago. They still crap then. Grainy footage, can't even zoom in, please. But yet we're supposed to believe that they could see a gnat on Mars. And they can land a rover on Mars. Yeah, because that's in one of the deserts right here on the Earth somewhere. And so it's pretty easy to land a rover there. Think about it. Those are radio remote controls. Y'all believe anything? You believe them rovers is roaming all over up there. What's the power source for that? And how does it keep going? And how did they know if it's solar that it would keep going in that atmosphere? Y'all really don't ask questions about nothing. You just believe everything you're told. You don't seek out wisdom of God. You just, whatever they tell you. Here, Esau, have some zinies. You know, them things they give for the stuff, you know, that come out in 2020. You know, bat suit sickness. You know, that bug that went around, has been going around biting people. And so they gave you a viper bite to that they lied about and said that it was going to help you, and it didn't. And cause it don't really do that. But you know, the zinies. The cure-all that don't cure nothing. False miracles, you know. Yeah. Well, this, okay, let's just get back into this footage. I don't want to get off on a side trail just yet.
To the left of my scope, and we couldn't find it again.
Okay, yeah, let's go back to that, because, I mean, they did all this stuff, and they claim they built these things and put them out there in space, and they, it's all witchcraft. And what's the Bible tell us that evil men will do? Evil men and seducers shall what? Wax worse and worse. And it also tells us that they would deceive the very elect if it were possible. Well, elect, if you're believing that these things exist, even though you know they are not in the creation account, you've been deceived. Wake up, sleeper! That's starting to get a little bit louder. I rattled my brain a little bit, actually. Ooh, that could be dangerous. Oh, my goodness. Let's get on into this.
The Princeton radar was clean.
Halfway through the intercept, Underwood realized that his electronic surveillance systems were being jammed.
Offensive jamming or active jamming.
Oh, they were being jammed. We don't have any jamming equipment on the earth. You know, you can go to the store and buy jam. If you jam that in some radio equipment, it would certainly be a sticky situation. Oh, my Lord, I will see you in the next part.